Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to another exciting journey through time and space. Today we're blasting off to Botswana, a landlocked country in southern Africa. Known for its diverse ecosystems, Botswana is a treasure trove of natural wonders. Don't worry, you won't need a spacesuit for this trip, just a good hat and some sunscreen. Whether you're exploring the Kalahari Desert or the Okavango Delta, protection from the sun is key. Now, Botswana wasn't always the bustling nation it is today. Its capital, Gaborone, is a modern city with a rich history and vibrant culture. Millions of years ago, dinosaurs roamed these lands. Fossils found here tell the story of a time when giants walked the earth. We're talking massive creatures like the Tyrannosaurus rex and the Stegosaurus. Imagine a prehistoric safari. These colossal beings dominated the landscape. Eventually, the dinosaurs went extinct. The reasons are still debated, but it marked the end of an era. Probably not from a giant asteroid, more likely from boredom. Just kidding. Scientists believe it was a combination of catastrophic events, but seriously, after the dinosaurs, early humans started appearing in Botswana around 200,000 years ago. These early inhabitants left behind artifacts that give us a glimpse into their lives. They were probably drawn to the area's lush vegetation and abundant wildlife. The rich biodiversity made it an ideal place for early human settlements. Plus, who doesn't love a good watering hole? These natural gathering spots have always been crucial for both wildlife and humans, serving as a lifeline in the harsh environment. Fast forward a few millennia and we meet the Bantu-speaking people. These groups of people were not just wanderers, they were pioneers in their own right. They adapted to different environments, developed unique cultures, and established communities that thrived for centuries. They migrated to southern Africa around 2,000 years ago. This migration wasn't a single event but a series of movements over generations, driven by the search for fertile land and better living conditions. Think of it as the original Great Migration, only instead of wildebeest, it was humans looking for better grazing lands, and let's be honest, better Wi-Fi. These migrations were monumental, shaping the demographic and cultural landscape of southern Africa. Among these Bantu-speaking groups were the Swana people. The Swana were not just another tribe, they were a significant cultural and political force in the region. They were known for their cattle herding and farming skills. Their expertise in agriculture allowed them to sustain large communities and develop a stable food supply. They also had a knack for building impressive stone settlements. These structures were not just homes but symbols of their ingenuity and craftsmanship. These guys were like the architects of their time, except instead of blueprints they used, well, stones. Their architectural skills were advanced, showcasing their ability to plan and execute complex construction projects. The Swana were organized into different chiefdoms, each with its own leader and customs. These chiefdoms were the backbone of their society, providing structure and governance. They had a complex social structure and a strong sense of community. This sense of belonging and mutual support was crucial for their survival and prosperity. Basically, they had their act together long before colonialism came knocking. Their societies were well organized, their cultures rich and diverse, and their contributions to human history immeasurable. Speaking of colonialism, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the British Empire in Africa. In the late 19th century, the British, with their insatiable appetite for land and resources, decided to add Botswana to their collection. They called it the Bechuanaland Protectorate. Catchy, right? The British weren't exactly known for their hospitality. They imposed their laws, took control of the land, and generally made life difficult for the native population. Imagine someone coming into your house, rearranging your furniture, and then charging you rent for it. Not cool, Britain. Not cool. Section 4 Independence Day, Botswana Style. Thankfully, the spirit of independence burned bright in Botswana. After decades of colonial rule, the people had had enough. They demanded self-determination and a chance to govern themselves. Finally, in 1966, Botswana gained its independence. Cue the confetti and fireworks. Leading the charge was Seretse Khama, Botswana's first president. He was a visionary leader who believed in democracy, education, and most importantly, unity. Think of him as Botswana's George Washington, but with a better sense of style. Section 5. Diamonds are forever and also good for the economy. Now you might be thinking, Botswana is a landlocked country in the middle of southern Africa. What could they possibly have? that would interest the rest of the world. Well, my friends, Botswana is sitting on a treasure trove of diamonds. That's right, those sparkly stones that make everyone swoon. Shortly after independence, Botswana discovered massive diamond deposits. Talk about lucky timing. The government wisely decided to use this newfound wealth to develop the country, investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Section 6. Democracy, the best system, except for all the others. But Botswana's success story isn't just about diamonds. It's also about good governance. Since independence, Botswana has maintained a stable democracy. They've held regular elections, respected human rights, and avoided the pitfalls of corruption that have plagued other African nations. They've proven that democracy, while messy and sometimes frustrating, is still the best system we've got. It's like trying to herd cats, but with better outcomes. Section 7. Botswana today, shining bright like a diamond. Today, Botswana stands as a beacon of hope in Africa. This landlocked country, nestled in the heart of southern Africa, has transformed itself from one of the poorest nations in the world to a shining example of prosperity and stability. It boasts one of the continent's highest per capita incomes and a rapidly growing middle class. The capital city, Gaborone, is a testament to this growth, with its modern buildings and bustling business districts. They've invested heavily in education and healthcare, ensuring that all citizens have access to opportunities. Schools and hospitals are well equipped, and the government continues to prioritize these sectors to build a brighter future for its people. Botswana is also a leader in conservation, with over 40% of its land dedicated to national parks and wildlife reserves. The Chobe National Park and the Okavango Delta are just two examples of the country's commitment to preserving its natural heritage. They understand that protecting the environment is not just good for the planet, it's good for business too. Conservation efforts have created jobs and boosted tourism, making it a win-win situation for both nature and the economy. Tourists flock from all over the world to experience Botswana's natural beauty. From thrilling safaris to serene landscapes, the country offers a unique and unforgettable experience for every visitor. So there you have it, folks. Botswana is not just about diamonds, it's about the people, the culture, and the spirit of a nation that has risen against all odds. The story of Botswana is one of resilience, determination, and a little bit of sparkle. The vibrant culture, the traditional dances, and the joyous celebrations all reflect the heart and soul of this incredible country. They've shown the world that even a small, landlocked country can achieve great things with the right leadership, a commitment to democracy, and, oh yeah, a whole lot of diamonds. The diamond industry has been a cornerstone of Botswana's economy, driving growth and development. Keep shining, Botswana. Your journey is an inspiration to us all, and your future looks as bright as the diamonds that lie beneath your soil.